Pakistan. The news read by Hassan Gilani. First, the headlines. Prime Minister says the government is committed to promote science and technology for progress in the country. National Assembly was informed today that external economic assistance provided a fiscal space to divert financial resources for saving lives and livelihoods of the people. At the United Nations, Pakistan has urged the need to mobilize at least $2.5 trillion for the developing countries to respond to the COVID-19 pandemic effectively. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Indian troops in their fresh act of state terrorism martyred 4 Kashmiris, including a woman, in Srinagar today. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Imran Khan says the government is committed to promote science and technology for progress in the country. He was addressing the inaugural ceremony of Pak Austria Institute of Applied Sciences and Technology in Haripur today. The institute will offer courses in artificial intelligence, engineering, food technology and various other disciplines. The Prime Minister said we are moving in the right direction with a focus on education, science, technology and knowledge economy. He expressed the confidence that the institute will prove to be a major step in promotion of science and technology in the country. Imran Khan said the government is going to collaborate with 5 Chinese and 3 Austrian universities for technological advancement in Pakistan. He said in the second phase of CPEC, special economic zones will be established and industry will be relocated in Pakistan. Pakistan has received foreign assistance amounting to over $3,552 million as loans and grants from various bilateral and multilateral development partners to address the health-related and socio-economic challenges caused by COVID-19. This was stated by Minister for Economic Affairs Khusro Bakhtiar in a written reply to the National Assembly during the question hour today. The minister said the G20 countries provided relief of over $2,012 million through debt service suspension. He said the external economic assistance provided a fiscal space to the government to divert financial resources for saving lives and livelihoods of the people and mitigate economic impact of COVID-19. The House has now been prorogued. At the United Nations, Pakistan has urged the need to mobilize at least $2.5 trillion for the developing countries against the financing required to respond to the COVID-19 pandemic. Speaking at a virtual symposium on partnership solutions, Pakistan's permanent representative to the world body, Munir Akram, said, as president of UN Economic and Social Council, his priority is to focus on finding ways to financing required to respond to the pandemic. He also called for close collaboration of all stakeholders across key sectors to build collective solutions and to help required for the COVID-19. The United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres has called for greater cooperation in developing an affordable vaccine to control coronavirus. Speaking at a news conference, he emphasized that because the virus respects no borders, a vaccine must be as a global public good, affordable and available to all. 545 new cases of coronavirus infection and 6 more deaths from the virus were reported in the country during the last 24 hours. The active cases of coronavirus in the country are now 6,066. 291,169 patients stand recovered from the pandemic so far. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Indian troops in their fresh act of state terrorism martyred 4 Kashmiris, including a 45-year-old woman, in Srinagar today. The troops martyred the youth and the woman during a cordon and search operation in Batamula area of the city. The cordon and search operation was in progress in the area till the last reports came in. Meanwhile, the All Parties Hurriyat Conference has called for a protest strike tomorrow against the martyrdom of 5 innocent Kashmiris, including a youth in custody and a woman by Indian troops and police in Sopur and Srinagar areas. The APSC spokesman in a statement in Srinagar termed the killing of innocent Kashmiris by the troops during cordon and search operations as a heinous act and demanded probe by an international investigating agency into these incidents. He reiterated the Kashmiris' resolve to take the ongoing freedom movement to its logical conclusion at all costs. And this is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.